Welcome to Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of stopping by or coming across my YouTube channel, you are highly welcome. Please, I beg you for this favor, click on that red button that says subscribe. Beside the red button is a notification bell. Turn the bell on so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first person to check it out. I appreciate each and every one of you who always come back to watch my videos. Like you know, I present news on daily basis to you. So after watching the video, you are free to criticize and leave your comment constructively. Share the video. Yeah, you can share it to your family, friends, anybody that you can, so that they themselves will be informed. Now I present to you another interesting or informative video which we are going to watch together. Yeah, I'm going to watch this video together with you. Then we'll come to the comments.
The history of Israelite fight. They are still fighting. As I'm talking to you, they are still fighting. Soldiers are on the alert on the border. Police are on their own alert on the border against the surrendering nations of Israel. So Africa will be lifted. Only we are not begging. We are not begging any help from any African nation. Africa will be lifted. Poverty will disappear in Africa. Any very day this generation of Biafra comes together, team up together and say, no, we are going to restore the glory of God in Africa. The head, the center of glory of God in Africa lies in that land of the ancient. Ndibo. The land of the ancient, the first people on earth. That is where the glory of God lies in Africa. And if we are waiting for external help to draw that glory, come. Nobody will help you to bring glory of God in your location, in your own very land. Do you know the meaning? Bringing glory of God in your own land. That means your life has been better. Nobody on earth will want your life to be better than him. This is nature. This is a natural being. The only person who always wants another life to be better than him is a father who gives birth to a son. Every father prayer, sincere prayer from the heart, is let my children be greater than me. Like as I am now, all my prayer every now and then is what will happen that my daughter will be more greater, more brave, more intelligent, more wealthy than I. I can never offer this prayer to any other person. I can never, this I'm a sincere man. I can never open my mouth to offer this prayer to any other person. If I offer you it to any other person, it's a complete deception. Do not believe it. That's why when somebody say, I'm a man of God, I want you to be greater, where is his own children? He just say this is what I call a scammed word. It's only your father who bear you, who God puts you in his position on earth, can utter that word. You know that word, it means what he said. Every other person utter that word, it is called, you know, how do they say it in English? Let me call it in Igbo. Ebonu meaning kolato, it your sugar. So why am I saying this? People may say, why is he saying this thing today? Why am I saying this today is, I want every Biafran, anybody who are born in the eastern region, from our riverine area to our hinterland, I want them to have this in their mind. If you are waiting for God in heaven to come and deliver that land to you, you are an animal. You don't want to be human being, because God have given. What now? My question is, did God give you hands? Yes, I have 2 hands. Did God give you legs? Yes, I have 2 legs. Are you deficient? No. You are a complete person. Are you a challenged person? No. God have created you, you are fit. Then what else do you want from God? You can hold knife. You can hold gun. The same people who manufacture AK-47, they are human beings like you. God did not call them aliens. He did not call them spirit. They are human beings like you. What you need to do is to buy the same AK-47 and bring it to your house and pieces it. You did exactly what we used to do when we are kid. When we are kid, whatever we find as a toy or whatever we find as something that time, we will bring it. Before our parents will throw their eye away, we have destroyed those because we want to know. We want to know what is the content inside that particular thing. That is what we used to do. We want to know the content there. China is manufacturing cars today. China is manufacturing all manner of weapons. Many countries are doing it. That is how it started. They buy it. If they buy this phone, they want to manufacture phone. They go to market. They acquire the phone. They bring the phone. They lose everything about that phone. They may along the process of losing it, they even spoil it. That phone will never work again. It is called a study of experiment. They lose everything completely. As they are losing it, they are writing it down how they remove this one from here. After, they will now start coupling that the same phone which they lose. Perfect. Anybody among them who couple that phone back to the system, that phone function as normal as it was functioning before, they will now bring, because they have already written those things down, they will now bring their own local material, begin to plug them, begin to do. If you know what happened, the first stage of the production may not be perfect. They go into the second stage, into the third stage, into the fifth stage, sixth stage. That's how technology grows. Nobody would like to make you to be glorious in life, except you yourself. What did they do to the FLF we have? Look at the strategy they used for them. Like you can see, one certain time, Atonze was glorifying the Fulanese. He said Fulanese made him what he is today. Very shame. I can never forget that particular statement from Atonze. He said Fulanese made him what he is today. He said they give him oil well. Even mentioned, he said they give him oil license. Then the question now is, ask yourself, as an average young man or average young lady from the Eastern region, you ask yourself, this thing that this man said, where is the location of this particular oil that this man is talking about? The location of oil is in his father's land. And is glorifying a man from Sahara Desert who has nothing. The man who came, only God knows how they manage and get hold of this thing. A man who came all the way from empty and dry land. A man with terrorist mentality. A man with destructive mentality. Now call you and say, take this license of your own father's property. You see, it's like when somebody lead you into your father's mansion or into your father's building and telling you now that you have no access to your father's building, and not that your father is owing him or your father put that property as a collateral that automatically maybe exceed the property to him by not fulfilling the debt he's owing. No. This one now is from nowhere. Somebody just came and say, hey, come, this is your father's house. I am giving you document today. I am forging another document to give you for your father's own house. And for this reason, to give you this thing, you must support me. You must give me every necessary support I need in this village. He must give me every necessary support I need in this village. And a man with this kind of mentality have already planned evil that is going to carry out in that particular region. The next thing he will tell you, lion man, come. I need you from now to so days. Give me 7 head from this village. Give me the head of virgin from this village. Now you will now remember that your father's building was this man who gave you the authorization to be staying in your own father's building. Underline my language. In your own father's building, not in his own father's building. No. In your own father's building. Right in your own father's territory. Now, not that your father went and built this house in their own territory. Maybe by territorial law, the house now began to belong to them automatically. And you are demanding for the house. They say, okay, come. Your father has a building in my own country. Come and take it. That one is different. But this one, right, the same in your father's village. Now, because of, I don't know how devil do the mathematics, it become your father's house. Now it's become his duty to give you your own father's house. Then at the end of the day, he's demanding 7 virgin head from your village. And it is by desperation, you don't want to become a homeless person again. You now move and cut the head of 7 virgins and hand over to the man. And that is how the evil began in our land. I want to analyze to you today what Nnamdi Kanu saw, what God showed him that make him vow to restore Biafra. Because without Nnamdi Kanu, even me that is talking to you today, all of us could have been a slave. Yes. You see, it's only a fool that does not tell himself the truth. Me, I have the opportunity to be, because I have opportunity in the political line in Nigeria. We have already keyed in with the privilege of traveling so many places in the world. I have the glorious privilege. The only thing I need to do, go and meet one uncircumcised Shatima from somewhere in the north. I tell them what I will be doing to make them occupy our village. Because that is what other politicians were doing. I would, that's the only thing. Do you want Ngwa land? You want land in Ngwa? You say, give me police, give me mopo. Just give me small money, make I buy SUV. Buy me new latest Land Cruiser Jeep. They will dip hand into the oil money that comes from my fatherland. But that is how they package them. They will dip hand there. Buy me one brand new SUV Jeep. I will not tell them, Alaji. You know, they have to see me as a wealthy man in my village before I can manipulate them. Give me money, make I go build one bungalow, one duplex, find one. They will put hand there and give me 50 million or 60 million. Go and build duplex, duplex in your village. They will give me a go and build. Then I will first of all collect money from them, come home, buy a rice in December time. Criminals, they only come when people are hungry. You just come, know that particular time people are in difficult. Buy them a rice, share them the rice, two cups or 5 cups. They reduce the lifeline and they lower the mentality of our people. Our people now behave. Now our people began to reason lower than animal. That is what Nnamdi Kanu saw. Nnamdi shout, say, "Ha! Our people, mighty people, are gradually becoming a rat in the bush. A mighty race, gradually turning into a rat in the village, in the bush. Our women that are most classic women in the world, in the ancient history of our father. Eastern region women are the most classic women in the world. Our women now turn to what Yusuf is taken to bed from this hotel room to the other hotel room. From this hotel room to the other hotel room. That is when they began to define who we are. They began to define who we are through influence in the politics. Through influence in the politics. Now, how are they going to get them? Another rounding them up, making them useless completely. They call this influence. Well, come. You have to be, these people that are gathering your people in the name of worshiping God, the name of church. We have to extend our hands of gift to them so that we will capture their brain. They now begin, those influence now begin to penetrate into place of worship, buying them car. When a maker as a pastor saw that Chinonye as a reverend father has a new car from Senator Mado Eflef. Emeka will want his own car. They will now arrange another Senator Eflef that represents one community in Abia State. They will arrange that one. They say your own duty is to satisfy Emeka. They give him, buy him motor. They will buy him motor. Before you know what, they build them house. Ha! God is good. Glorious God. That is all we have to hear. Glorious God. Jehovah is doing it. Their eyes become blind. And the moment their eyes become blind, God takes step back away from them. They become empty. The next thing he will do, that Senator Fulefu will tell him, Mecca, Pastor Mecca, come, let me take you somewhere now. They will take them to Funanu. Funanu will off their boxers. They will do small juju for them. They say, hold this one, enter that altar. You will see what will happen. Where Funanu is knocking their nyash, they are videoing them, keeping it as evidence. Any day you talk, they will tell them, fight. What are you waiting for? Are you not your duty to fight him? You want us to fight? You want us to show the world where we are knocking you? That one have become everlasting trap to silence the idiot. It have become everlasting trap to silence the idiot. What the idiot will be doing now is to initiate more. And the more this thing are spraying, more our land is going. Because the land, remember, the land, the target is the land, not them. The target is the define who they are as the people, then take over their land. Because a man with complete intact blessing of God and the virtue from God or promise of God in him, you cannot manipulate. He cannot subject that man into ridicule. No. You first of all define who he is. Destroy that anointing in him. Then you manipulate him. That is how this world works. With that IPO be bringing the glory of God, the little glory of God you are seeing today in our land. Let me tell you something. Before the emergence of Nnamdi Kanu, before the arrival of Nnamdi Kanu, glory of SH0CKING have left our land. If you watch that time, everybody is behaving anyhow. Our youth will travel to Lagos be misbehaving anyhow. Culture go. You know, there's something other tribe do that we don't do. Can I shock you now? Many, I grew up in a Yoruba land, and Yoruba land is I love them. They are very lovely people. But there's something that I find out there that is very abomination in our own land. If I have, as my daughter is now, my senior brother's son can never sleep with my daughter. It's abomination in our own land, though. But do you know that there is no other people in this whole world, entire world? Make a shock all of me. I'm a traveler. There is no other people in this whole world that have that culture. Only the Igbos. Only the Igbos. Every other tribes and race around the world, they sleep with their cousin. It's normal thing. They sleep with their cousin. It's very common in the white man's land. Here now where I am, here I am now talking to you, it's very common here. It's also happening in Yoruba land. A very sincere Yoruba man will testify to what I'm saying. It's not, no, this is not Yaben. Igbos in Lagos began to practice this nonsense. They began to practice this nonsense. As a man, as a young boy that time, who always go closer to the old people, because I always go closer to the old people, I related this thing to them. I said, look at what our Igbo young youth are doing in Lagos. These old men, they will say that time, Igbo is gone. Nkechi begin to change her name to Sharon, Shifra, Jennifer. Until IPOB came on board again, their names begin to return back. Some of them now shamefully drop the name they gave to themselves and begin to answer the real name. Your senators brought Funanis into our land, positioned them inside the bush. Because, you know, many people do not know the genesis of why Funanis are in the bushes in our land. But I will shock all of you today. Many people, they thought that Fulani, they just brought them from just to come and rear cow in our land. No. The purpose of the Genesis was not purpose of rearing cow. That was when these head hunters, they say ritualists that want head. These criminals went and bought, because they know the Fulanis as very heartless race who butcher people. They call Fulanis are naturally born human butchers. This is what Fulanis are. They are natural. Listen to what I said. Fulanis are naturally born human butchers. There is no bona fide son of or daughter of Igbo that has the courage to take knife and push knife on anybody's body. It was the infection from the Fulanis. What you are seeing today, any Igbo man who break a bottle and choke his fellow Igbo man, go and investigate that particular son very well. Go and investigate that particular lady very well. It's not pure blood Igbo. The mother went somewhere and sleep with a man who is not from that Igbo region. This character of heartlessness begin to manifest in our land. When those people who they hire to come and stay in our bush, so that, you know, what they will deceive them, you know, that's something they call mind control. Mind control. Mind control. Now, when they have told them that it is by this ritual you did that make you become a senator, it is by this ritual you did that make you become a federal contractor, it is by this ritual we introduce you to, it make you to be recognized within the federal corridor of power. Now, that thing you see they ask him to go and bring has nothing to do with the connection they want to give him. They want to, it is called introducing somebody and making somebody to be committed. Because when you are desperate, human being like you will commit you. You become useless. You become very, very useless in nature. So what they did that time, they brought them in and stationed them into our bush. That's why sometimes that time they will tell you, say, this person go to farm. Those days, they saw the body, they could not see the head. They have cut in the head and give that F level in the name of renewal of power. Everything from there, they graduated in harvesting human organ to India, to many places. You know, one thing with criminal, a man who cut head tomorrow, supply. Him as a man on the field, he one day be making inquiry. Indians enter our land. Where do the Indian people choose to stay before when they come earlier? In Nigeria, many of our youth, they are not even intelligent. You know, all these youth who grow up begin to smoke weed. Their head become dirty and very useless. Not like we who grew up well disciplined. A money here by force. You get sense by force. Not all this nonsense. All this nonsense now. You see children holding Igbo injunction, smoking. When Indians came to our land, Igbo land was where they occupied. At least Aba, that time was headquarters for Indians and the Pakistanis. What do you think they were doing that time? They were exporting human body. Funane with butcher, give Senator Ekperemadu their own share, what they need. Give Atons their own, give this one their own, give the remaining one kidney and the other heart. They package it. India now showed them how to preserve those things. They now begin to preserve in the cooler, bring with the ice block, and they carry the thing. Walk direct to airport without checking. With a government protection, because what they are taking out is Igbo body, is Igbo life. You know, Igbo life are engine oil that we oil Nigeria engine to be in existence, to be working. That is what our blood has become in that part of Africa. Igbo life, like I keep on saying this, Igbo life is the engine oil that will turn Nigeria engine to be working. Any day you remove Igbo blood, Nigeria engine will stop working. The engine will knock. And that is what we IPOB are doing now. We want to knock the engine by removing the blood of our people in the hands of that engine called Nigeria. We will remove our people from that engine. The engine will knock. Because as far as you remove our people from that engine, the engine will not receive oil again, because the blood of the Igbo is the oil. That is why you see Ohaneze, they want you to continue to be adding that your blood inside that engine, because that engine called Nigeria need Igbo blood. Any day we succeed.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, As you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.